they're maybe the best team in our league. Them and Mankato right now are the best teams in our league. Just take a look at their records. Take a look at what they've accomplished, what they've done as of late, and that validates it. And, Lake Superior, they go into St. Thomas last weekend and sweep them. And, it just tells you a little bit about where they're at right now. They're playing at a high level. They got really good players. And then we got to go into their place. We got to go into their barn, and it's not an easy place to play.
Coach, you say that, but you've also gone into a couple other people's barns over the last couple of weeks and made some noise there, especially this last weekend in North Dakota. You played in a tough environment. How do you carry that over to going on the road to Sault Ste. Marie for CCHA play?
I don't know, Charlie. How do you carry that over? Those are always the good buzz questions. Like, how do you carry this over? How do you carry that over? Then coaches will give you the cliches. Gosh, I wish we could bottle that performance. I wish we could bottle that shift. I wish we could bottle that period. At the end of the day, everything is tight in college hockey. You've got to stay on top of your game. You got to stay sharp. You got to play smart. You got to play with a lot of passion. You got to have a lot of compete. You have to make sure it's not necessarily, again, having something carrying over. Your overall game needs to carry over. The way, basically, again, the way to win, the willingness to win, the sacrifice it takes to win. That's what needs to carry over. It's not 1, 2, or 3 periods in Grand Forks. It's just the game itself. And once you do that, the game's a heck of a lot easier. But sometimes, again, we can complicate the game. Don't complicate it. That's probably the easiest way, Charlie, of having everything carry over. It's not necessarily the game. It's the way you play the game. I guess is probably the best way of putting it.
Going into November was going to be tough. December doesn't get any easier. It's only a couple of games, but they're big ones.
Oh, heck no. I mean, we survived November. You're right, Schultze. We survived November. We thought November was going to be, it was on I said it. I said it right here a month ago. This is the hardest month I've ever had as a coach, I think I said. But it was. And again, our guys, we survived it. We survived it well. And but again, that's yesterday's news. This ancient history. Now we're in December. And I don't know where we rank in the league, because again, I don't even like looking at the league standings. This team played 6 games. This team has played 10 games. We're working on win percentage because Augustana's only going to play 16 games. So I don't know where we're at. But the bottom line is, if you want to do something, it's a big 4 games right now, and it starts in Lake Superior State this weekend. A team who we've just established, in my opinion, a great rivalry with the Lakers over the course of the last 5 or 6 years. And I realize we have a rivalry back in the 60s and 70s, but our guys don't remember that. The bottom line is our guys remember, though, over the course of the last 4 or 5 years, we've had a good rivalry. We've played in a lot of big games, and played a big game last year, semifinal game here. So we've played in a lot of big games, and but it all starts this weekend for us. And they're 5-1. They're on a roll in the league, and we got to try to get traction. We got to try and get traction.
Extremely important. I think now is the time that we kind of have to make a statement here in our league and pick up some crucial points. I think other than that St. Thomas weekend, I think we've split pretty much every in-conference series. So going up against a hot Lake State team, we're unbeaten in our last 5. So. 2 hot teams clashing at the right time, and it's a massive weekend for us.
When you see a hot team like that you're coming up against, do you take that as just a personal challenge to be able to come away with a win? For sure.
You treat it no different than every other game, to be honest with you. Obviously, with the situation that we're in, we got to start stringing some wins together more consistently in league play. So, obviously we keep in mind that Lake State's had a lot of success in our league, so we're going to need to put our best foot forward against them.
You didn't get to play at Lake State last year, did you?
I did not.
Okay. Does playing in somebody else's building, does that change things for you? And having not maybe played last year before, does that change things for you, or is it all the same as far as you're concerned?
Your road approach is slightly different, just based off your routine. It changes just a little bit. Other than that, you can't really prepare for a game any differently, at least in my eyes. You try to maintain just consistent habits and a consistent mindset no matter where you're playing. So, weird I wasn't able to go on that trip last year, and I think I only played 1 career game there the year prior, so didn't go very well either. So that's all in the past, though. You just look forward to the moment and a new challenge. So I'm really excited to get back there and find some success with the guys.